Hey, what's up guys? This is Richard again for another edition of Learning with Rich. I'm so happy to be with you again as always. And in this exercise, I'm going to teach you how to use a column grid to sketch a new basement walls and add openings to the walls. Okay? So we're going to create structural walls with opening. Okay, so first, here on my second floor, so currently I'm at the second floor, so I'm going to select here the structure tab and then select the wall tool. Okay, so I select the wall tool, the structural wall, and then after that from the type selector, I'm going to select the 300 mm exterior. Okay, so exterior wall 300 mm concrete. Okay, and then from the options here, the options bar, so I'm going to ensure that the setting is set to depth, okay? And then the height will be until the basement, okay? So currently I'm at the second floor. So if I set this to depth, what will happen is the wall that I will be creating will start from second floor and it will go down to the basement. Okay, so that is if you are going to select depth. So when you say depth, meaning to say the wall that you will be creating will start from your current level going down. Okay, so just make sure that the level that you will be selecting here is lower than your current level. Okay, so if you're going to select your height, so what will happen is, okay, so what will happen, I'll just close the warning. So what will happen is it will create a wall going up. So make sure that the level here that you will be selecting is higher than the second floor. Because if it is lower than the second floor, let's say I select first floor, so you will see this error. Okay, the top of the wall is lower than the base of the wall. So I'll just cancel this. Okay, so if I select here depth, so make sure that your level is lower than your current level. So if I select here, let's say roof level, so this is wrong. Okay, because it's higher than your second floor. So if it is depth, it should be lower than your current level. Okay, so from the depth, I select here basement. So the wall that I will be creating will start from second level, from my current level, and then it will end until basement. Okay, then for the location line, so I'll just use here core face exterior. Okay, and then I'm going to use my line tool here. So I'll start creating on my A1 grid. Okay, so going to B2, B1, B2. Okay, and then it will go to C2, C3. Okay, here, and then I'm going to pick to this portion. And then I'll select here modify to terminate the tool. So this is how it looks like in 3D view. Okay. Okay, so next, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open the basement floor. So I select the basement structural plan view. Okay, and then I will just close this first, and then I'll type again WT to tile my window so that it will show me my floor plan as well as the 3D view. Okay, so that you can also see what happens in my 3D model. Okay, so on my basement, so I'm going to select the walls that I just created. Okay, so to select, of course, you can click it one by one, hold control, okay, then you can click the walls, right? But another option that you can use, okay, I'll terminate it first or deselect. So the next, another option that you can use is that you hover your pointer, do not click, you just need to move your pointer over the wall and then you just need to press the tab once. So you will notice it highlights the walls, chain of walls. So once it highlights, you can click. Okay, so as you can see, it's now selected. So it's selected. So let me repeat. I'll just move my pointer over the wall and then I'm going to press tab. And then once you see it highlights, you just click it. Okay, so it's not that difficult. So you just need to select. The reason why we select that, or the reason why I select that, So let's say I'm going to change here the property of the wall. Okay, so let's say the base offset. Okay, so what will happen is the base portion of my wall here. Okay, let's say if I key in here minus 450. Okay, so minus 450, and then I select here apply, see what will happen on my 3D view. So I select apply, so it will go down 450. So if you key in here positive value, so from the basement, it will go up, whatever value that you key in here. Okay, so it went down because I key in here minus 450. Okay, so that's the use of that. Next, I noticed that my wall here is not aligned with the AutoCAD drawing. So I'll just align it by using the modify tab here. So there's the align command. Okay, so I click the align, and then in aligning, you need to select first your reference. So my reference is my AutoCAD, and then after that, you need to select what is the side that you want to align. There you go. Okay, and then I select again modify to terminate the tool. Okay, so next. So after that, I'm now going to open the first floor. So I open the first floor. Okay, again, I'll just close this one. And then I will type again WT for tile windows. So I can see the floor plan and then my 3D. Okay, so from here, I'm going to create again another structural wall. So this time I will use the generic wall 190 mm masonry. So I select this. Okay, and then after that, let's say I want to create my wall with the setting of depth until basement. Okay, depth until basement. So meaning the wall that I will be creating will start from first floor level and then it will go down basement level. All right. Okay, and then for the location line here, so I'll just use the core face exterior. Okay, and then I'll just pick here. I pick. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to move my direction. Okay, so I'm going to type, move to the right, and then I'll type, let's say 11,900, enter. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to select modify to terminate. So as you can see, it's now updated here. Okay. Okay, so next. So after I create my structural walls, so the next part is I'm going to create a door opening. So I'm gonna open the basement here. I'm gonna open the basement. I'll just close this again. Type WT. Okay. And then you see this one. So there's a wall here. There is a door here from my AutoCAD. So let's say I just want to create an opening here. So from the architecture, I'm going to select here the door. Okay, so I select the door. And then from the type selector, I will select this one, 915 by 2134. Okay, and then I'm gonna move my pointer along the wall and then I'm going to pick. Take note that if you still want to change the dimension, you can always change the temporary dimension here. You just need to click that. Okay, you just key in the value that you want and then you press enter. So your opening will adjust. Okay. So I select modify to terminate. So this is now how it looks like. So I just created there an opening. Okay, so next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a window opening. Okay, this time I'm going to create it on my elevation view. Okay, so I'm going to create window opening on my elevation view. So I'll just open my elevation. Let's say I open the south wall elevation. Okay, and then I'll just close this again. Right, WT. All right. So here, I'm going to create here my window opening. So to create the window opening, so from the architecture, so there's the window tool. Okay, so I select this one. And then after that, let's say I want to create a new type of window opening using the existing type. So I'm going to select here the type property, and then I'm going to duplicate this. So let's say I call this 1980 by 2140 mm. Okay. So after you create the type, so that's the time you can now change here the value of your width. So let's say my width is 1980, and then the height is 2140. Okay. And take note also about the value of your seal height. So the default is 900. Anyway, I'm not going to change that. So after I create this type of the window, so I just select here OK. Okay, and then after that, you see, as I move my pointer, okay, notice the blue horizontal extension line, which represents the default seal height. Okay, so later on, we can change that seal height. So I'm going to place it here first. Click. All right, and then I select modify. Okay. If I want to change the seal height of the window opening, I'll just select the window opening, and then I can change the seal height here. So let's say I just make it 0, enter. Okay, so it will now go to my first floor. So it's also adjusted on my 3D view. And then I'll just align this opening. I align this opening to this grid, to my grid B. All right, so to align it, from the modify, I select the align tool. Okay, then I click my reference first, and then the side of the object that you want to align, which is this one. Click. There you go. And then I select modify. Okay, so another way to create an opening, aside from placing a window opening using the window tool, so aside from that, if you want to create an opening, you can also modify the profile of your wall. Okay, so to modify the profile of your wall, all you have to do is to select the wall. Okay, so we're going to edit the wall profile to add an opening. So I select it, and then after that, hang on. Okay, you select. All right, and then there's the edit profile option or tool. So I'm going to select this. So what will happen is it will make your view sketch mode. Okay, and then from here you can now select these tools to shape up your opening. So let's say I'm going to select the rectangle tool. Okay, then I'm going to pick here to this intersection. Oops, here. So I pick. And I'm going to move the cursor up to the right, and I'm going to pick it. Okay. And then you can still change here the size of your opening. So let's say for the size here, I want this to be 2140. Okay, and then let's say this one, sorry. Yeah, so this one is, let's say 2000. Okay, so like that. And then I select modify. Now I just want to move this sketch to this line here. So to move, I'm going to select the object, and then I select here the move command. I click this, and then I'm going to click the base point here, and then I'm going to place it here. There you go. So there's now the sketch. Okay, so after that, I'm going to select here the finish edit mode. And once again, I just created there an opening. Okay. So that's how you create your structural wall with openings. So hopefully you learned something from this video. If this video helps you, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? You can put your comment, your suggestions or questions on my comment section below, and then I'll just get back to you as soon as I can. And until then, take care.